Well, the second trial of the man accused in a series of deadly stabbings in Davis is underway. Jury selection started Friday, with the trial expected to start this week. Carlos Dominguez is charged with second-degree murder and attempted murder in a stabbing spree that rocked the city of Davis more than 3 years ago. How did we get here, and what about that mistrial in this case? Here's Ashley Sharp.
Chaos on the quiet streets of this Northern California college town.
I couldn't believe this happened in this peaceful town.
Davis in 2023, gripped by a series of stabbings, each overnight and 2 days apart. Many asking if a serial killer was on the loose.
And it seems random, and that makes it kind of scary.
April 27th, 2023, the first victim, David Bro, a beloved man known as Davis's compassion guy. He slept on a bench in Central Park, where he was found stabbed to death.
We miss him. We miss his presence.
Next, on April 29th, UC Davis student Kareem Abu Najm, just days from graduating, was stabbed more than 50 times while riding his bike through Sycamore Park. His dad, desperate for answers and an arrest.
Please capture this individual. Let's bring closure to this.
Then the third and final stabbing on May 1st of a homeless woman, Kimberly Guillory, as she slept in her tent in Davis. She was hurt but survived. She told me exclusively in her only sit-down interview that she lived because her friends heard her screams and chased Dominguez away.
He would not have stopped. He'd have kept stabbing me like he did the other two. Unfortunately, we can't bring them back, but I'm going to make sure that if I can, that he doesn't ever get a chance to do it again.
3 days later, after the Davis community flooded police lines with tips and sightings, Dominguez was spotted and arrested. Investigators say he had a large knife in his bag near Sycamore Park, where Kareem was killed. The suspect's closest friends were stunned.
Shocked and disappointed.
In my opinion, it just makes me question, like, what does it take to make a murderer?
Dominguez was charged with first-degree murder and attempted murder in the 3 stabbings, along with a host of lesser charges. Still, it took months for Dominguez to be declared mentally competent to stand trial. After his arrest, he was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and in court came many unexpected moments.
I want to say I'm guilty.
But still, Dominguez pleaded not guilty to the deadly stabbing spree by reason of insanity. On May 5th, 2025, almost 2 years exactly to the day of his arrest, Dominguez's high-profile 5-week trial began. And testimony poured in.
The person that I had initially dated would have never done something like that.
Dominguez admitted when he took the stand that he did it, but said he did not remember, and that after being treated for schizophrenia in state custody, he says only then he realized what he had done. In his own words of the first fatal stabbing of David Bro,
That's when I started to hear voices clearly saying, you won't go up to him, you won't go, you won't. And I started to get paranoid and started to look around. And that's when I seen a shadow figure on the bench next to me.
Dominguez testified he thought he was killing demons or supernatural beings when he allegedly stabbed his 3 victims.
What did you come to recognize?
I started to realize that the people that I thought were shadow shapeshifters that I had stabbed were actual people.
After more than a month in court, a verdict. The jury found Dominguez not guilty of first-degree murder, but then, quickly after, we learned there was that hung jury on the second-degree murder charge, which of course is what led to the judge declaring a mistrial in this case. Mistrial, as the jury was deadlocked on the next charges before them.
Today is stab number 53. Thank you.
The families of the victims in disbelief. For Kareem's parents,
Only people who lost dear ones will understand our pain.
Is it discouraging to you to think to have to go through a trial like this again?
Absolutely. It was a nightmare. And the fact that we will have to pass through it again is unbearable.
Now, a year later, the stage is set to start over on a brand new trial with a new jury. David Bro's sister Maria remains optimistic.
So I think justice continues to be served.
That there's light at the end of this tunnel. Closure for David, Kareem, Kimberly, and all of Davis.
And Dominguez cannot be tried again on first-degree murder since he was found not guilty on that count. Jury selection in his retrial started Friday, and his trial is scheduled to begin this week. The trial is estimated to take 10 weeks.